Hey everyone, SRN347 here, and welcome back to my Let's Play of Doki Doki Literature Club. Last I checked, we were about to read the poetry. Also, I looked up what Doki Doki actually means since last time. Apparently it is the Japanese onomatopoeia for the sound of a heart beating. You can use skip to skip past dialogue you've already read. It started me off right where I saved, though. There's no dialogue to skip. Did you remember to write a poem last night? Of course I did. The game actually wouldn't let me progress unless I did. Why don't you find someone to share with? This promises to be interesting. I can already see your pristine handwriting from where I sit. They reluctantly comply as well, reaching into their bags, and I do the same. Who should I show it to first? Ooh, a meaningful choice. This is an interesting one. Sayori's a close friend of mine, right? Yeah, I think I'll share it with Sayori. Oh my goodness. This is so good. I love it. I had no idea you were such a good writer. I'm not a good writer at all. I have no idea what I'm doing. I'm sure all the good writers say that. I'm sure Yuri's opinion has to be a little more constructive than this. Maybe even Natsuki's. Are you sure you don't like it just because I wrote it? Oh yeah, maybe we should have shuffled and had everyone read everyone's without knowing who wrote it. That would have been interesting. Well, too late now. You're so weird, Sayori. Yeah, she is. I'm really happy that you wrote one. It reminds me of how you're really part of the club now. Not to mention the fact that I'm physically in the club. Not really into it yet, but that doesn't mean I'll break my promise. Yeah. Clearly I'm a member of the club now. It's something that only really good people do. Not sure if Sayori sees the full picture of my motive here. Of course, she's the reason I'm in this club, so that's the thing. I'm gonna make sure you have lots of fun here, okay? I'm gonna hold you to that. Really bad at this. We'll see about that. Dear Sunshine. The way you glow through my blinds in the morning, you make me feel like you miss me. Kissing my forehead to help me out of bed, making me rub the sleepy from my eyes. Are you asking me to come out and play? Are you trusting me to wish away a rainy day? I look above, the sky is blue. It's a secret, but I trust you too. If it wasn't for you, I could sleep forever, but I'm not mad. I want breakfast. It's snowing on Mount Fuji. I know I didn't say that. I added that part myself. Dang it, Game Grumps. Your ability to add memes to the world is timeless. Did you wait until this morning to write this? No! Just a little bit. You can't answer just a little bit to a yes or no question. I actually do that all the time. Is this an OTK? Just a little bit. Well, at least that makes me feel a little better about myself. I tried my best. Yeah. You did. Part of it rhymed. It legitimately did have some emotion in it. Around the beginning and the middle. Bad to skip breakfast. Yeah, they say it's the most important meal. I don't know who says that or why, but apparently it is. Speaking of which, I still have 3 more characters to share poems with. Well, supposedly Yuri would be more constructive. I am curious as to how good my poem actually is. I haven't gotten to read it yet. I wrote it, why can't I read it? I forgot to start speaking. This is your first time writing a poem, right? It's okay, be constructive. Is it good? Is it bad? Can I read it and tell whether it's good or bad? What were you saying? Is that there are specific writing habits that are usually typical of new writers, and you've learned to pick up on them. I believe that. The most noticeable thing is that they try to make their style very deliberate. Huh. And that weakens their style and their expressiveness. Huh, good to know. Dang it, this game is actually teaching me good writing habits, and I haven't even done any writing in it. It's not just finding them and building them, but getting them to work together. But you'll learn it with practice. Natsuki can be a bit biased, though. No, please tell me. I'm legitimately curious as to how and why she'd be biased. Ghost under the light. The tendrils of my hair illuminate beneath the amber glow. Thinking, it must be this one. The last remaining sheet light to have withstood the test of time. The last yet to be replaced by the sickening blue-green hue of the future. I bathe, calm, breathing air of the present but living in the past. The light flickers. I flicker back. Nice. That's a bit ominous. Oh yeah, the cursive, don't worry about it, it's fine. You took a long time to read. BS. That was some fast reading right there. Don't give me that. I think your handwriting is pretty. Yeah, it is some nice calligraphy. I usually write longer poems, I'll be honest. Since it's our first time sharing, I wanted to write something a little more mild. Something easy to digest, I suppose. We don't eat the poems around here. This isn't my gym partner's a monkey. Are you into Ghost Yuri? Are you into Ghost Yuri? Not Ghost Yuri. I assume there's no Yuri in this game. Actually, the story isn't about a ghost at all. I must have totally missed the point. Yeah, poetry can be symbolic at times. In this case, perhaps the subject of the poem is only being symbolically compared to a ghost. Aha! Called it. I took AP English in high school. Lingering in her last remaining place of comfort, unable to let go of the past, and soon to be left with nothing. That's impressive. Just remember that it won't be long before you pick up on these things too. Who should I show it to next? Natsuki, let's see how biased you'll be. It's about what I expected from someone like you. Well, at least she asked. Does anyone ever say yes to that? Would you like to be smacked? Yes, please. Well, anyway, I guess I need to show you mine. Not that you'll like it. Eagles can fly. Monkeys can climb. Crickets can leap. Horses can race. Owls can seek. Cheetahs can run. Eagles can fly. People can try, but that's about it. I see what you were going for with that. Everyone in high school thinks writing has to be all sophisticated and stuff. Simplicity can work to an extent. I mean, there is a message being sent by that poem. Something about innate abilities or something. I don't know. The material is there. It speaks for itself. I like it when it's easy to read, but it hits you hard. Seeing everyone around you do great things can be really disheartening. Another nice thing about simple writing is it puts more weight on the wordplay. Like I set up for a rhyme on the end, but then made it fall flat on purpose. Yep, I noticed that. That is a clever thing that poets sometimes do. Helps bring out the feeling in the last line. I'm glad you learned something. Didn't expect that from the youngest one here, did you? I did not even think of that. I really don't care how old everyone is, but if Natsuki is feeling proud, then I won't take that away from her. Yeah, that's fair. Still makes me choose, even when there's one person. I guess it's easier to program that way. Since you're new in everything, if you ever have any suggestions, like new activities or whatever, I'm always listening. Don't be afraid to bring this stuff up. Of course I'll be afraid to bring things up. Yeah, but you'll also be afraid to say that you are, so as far as she knows, you're not afraid to bring things up. Want to share your poem? Kind of embarrassing, but I guess I have to. We're all a little embarrassed. Yeah, this assignment is what we call an icebreaker. Maybe we have good friends, but we are quite different. Probably. We're more similar than we think. Perhaps. You sure you're not reading too much into it? Who knew that someone so happy would enjoy sad things too? Well, to each their own. You shouldn't be afraid to experiment a little. I'm sure I'll end up trying different things before I get comfortable with this. Everyone's going to be a bit biased towards their own style. I know how to sound confident, just not how to be confident. Ooh, this one is big enough I actually have to scroll. Hole in wall. It couldn't have been me. See the direction the spackle protrudes? A noisy neighbor, an angry boyfriend? I'll never know. I wasn't home. I peer inside for a clue. No, I can't see. I reel, blind like a film left out in the sun. But it's too late. My retina's already scorched with a permanent copy of the meaningless image. It's just a little hole. It wasn't too bright. It was too deep, stretching forever into everything. A hole of infinite choices. I realized now that I wasn't looking in. I was looking out. And he, on the other side, was looking in. So, what do you think? It's very free-form, if that's what you call it. I'm sorry, I'm not the right person to ask for feedback. Actually, sometimes it helps to ask for feedback from a non-professional. See how the average person would actually interpret your poem. Yeah, that kind of style has gotten pretty popular nowadays. That is, a lot of poems have been putting emphasis on the timing between words and lines. When performed out loud, it can be really powerful. What was the inspiration behind this one? Well, I'm not sure how to put it. I guess you could say that I had some kind of epiphany recently. It's been influencing my poems a bit. I'm kind of nervous to talk about deep stuff like that because it's kind of coming on strongly. Maybe after everyone is better friends with each other. Here's Monica's writing tip of the day. Sometimes when you're writing a poem or a story, your brain gets too fixated on a specific point. If you try so hard to make it perfect, you'll never make any progress. Just force yourself to get something down on the paper and tidy it up later. If you keep your pen in the same spot for too long, you just get a big dark puddle of ink. That's why I prefer digital, among other reasons. So just move your hand and go with the flow. That's my advice for today. Well, I got to see everyone's poem except mine. I don't get to see the one my character wrote. Everyone's judging me for mediocre writing abilities. They seem to like it. Even if they're just being nice, there's no way my poems can stand up to theirs. It is a literature club after all. Yeah, but I'm a member of it too. Sayori and Monica are happily chatting. They gingerly exchange sheets of paper, sharing their poems. As they read in tandem, I watch each of their expressions change. What's with this language? Did you say something? Oh, it's nothing. I guess you could say it's fancy. Yours is cute. Cute? Did you completely miss the symbolism or something? Oh geez, they are getting at it. This is a heated argument about literature. You mean you have to try that hard to come up with something nice to say? Ah, come on, Natsuki. You know Yuri wasn't trying to insult you. She legitimate. If she says it's cute, take the compliment. Also, I guess try to be more clear next time that it's about giving up. I was looking for suggestions. I would have asked someone who actually liked it. Which people did, by the way. Sayori liked it and Sean did too. Excuse me? I appreciate the offer, but I've spent a long time establishing my writing style. Not gonna change it just based on what you're about to say. And Sean liked it too. Oh geez, they better not be about to use me to break the whatchamacallit, this argument. Don't you dare put me in the middle of this. No, you are not about to give me a false dilemma. Don't you dare make me choose. Oh, come on, don't go there. Well, this is bad. This is legitimate drama. Help me explain that. Oh, they are trying to put me in the middle of this. Whomever I agree with, they'll probably think more highly of me. Okay, good. There's a third option. Thank you. Help me, Sayori. Yeah, everyone's fighting. Yeah, whoever I disagree with is gonna hate me on this. It's unfair for others to interject their own feelings into our conflict. Are you listening to yourself? Yeah, friends shouldn't fight this intensively. And Yuri's poems are amazing. Everyone's so talented, so why are we fighting? Yeah, distinct styles and whatnot. We do not need to bring that topic back into the discussion. I'll make some tea. This is why Sayori is vice president. To be honest, I might come off as a good leader, and I can organize things. But I'm not very good with people. You'd be surprised how many people aren't good with people. I mean, there's only 7.5 billion people out in the world. Do you think we'd get used to it after a while? I guess some people prefer solitude. I can understand that. I couldn't even bring myself to interject. It was a heated debate. Don't blame yourself. As president, that's kind of embarrassing. I guess that just means Sayori is amazing in her own ways, isn't it? You could say that. She might be an airhead, but sometimes it's weirdly suspicious that she knows exactly what she's doing. See, I take good care. Oh, take good care of her, okay? I would hate to see her get hurt. You can count on me. Such a genuine person really does make a good president, regardless of what she says. If only she would speak a little more. It was alright. Well, mostly. I still wish I could see my own character's poem as well. Oh well. Wait, what? They didn't just give me the same assignment again, did they? Sayori, about what happened earlier. Oh yeah, that fight. Okay, that was the first time. Hate them? No, of course not. Although I think Natsuki might hate me a bit, but... judging by the way she turned on Yuri, maybe she's just a bit of a tsundere. I just wanted your opinion, that's it. Nice to see that I get to spend time with people like you and so. maybe Yuri and Natsuki just have some prior animosity towards each other. Oh well, there's no need to make assumptions yet. I said more to myself than to her, but it's easy to use Sayori as an internal monologue sometimes. Yeah, some people are like that. Oh! I do in fact have to write another one. Okay. Interesting. Am I gonna have to do this every day? Is that gonna be a thing? That's probably going to be a thing, isn't it? Kawaii. That is actually tempting. Wait a minute. Am I supposed to, like, choose words that actually have something to do with each other? Well, it's a little late now. Maybe by next time. Hey, I finally know what this one means. Well, this may or may not be going somewhere. I don't know. What are you doing here? You are so out of place. Now, the content of this game wasn't spoiled, but I do have reason to believe that there is plot. That it's not just gonna be, I pick 20 words and then we read poems, like, again and again each day. Stuff will happen, I'm sure. Quality gaming content right here. I'm totally providing the best commentary with my Two to go. Let's see. And let the next day begin. Another day passes and it's time for the club meeting already. Which we will resume with next time on Doki Doki Literature Club. Sure, I'll overwrite my save. I have been SRN347 and I will see you later.